If you want to work efficiently in Microsoft Project, then you're going to want to know a selection of keyboard shortcuts to help you move around your project plan quickly. And the good news is, if you are already a Microsoft user, as in you are used to using applications like Excel, PowerPoint, or maybe even Word, many of the keyboard shortcuts that you already know and love in those applications are exactly the same in Project. So things like Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste, Control-X to cut, Control-S to save. All of these are exactly the same. Now, of course, there are some differences, and some that are very specific to Project only. And in general, what you'll find is that you'll probably have 10 to 15 keyboard shortcuts memorized, and you will use them all the time. I'm a huge fan of keyboard shortcuts because I find they really do speed up the way that I work. So where can you go to see a full list of all the keyboard shortcuts available in Project? Well, the easiest way is to go into the help files. So we're going to go in there from the Tell Me box. And I mentioned this keyboard shortcut earlier. We're going to press Alt-Q, which is going to jump our cursor up to the top there. So if we type in keyboard shortcuts and hover over the arrow, I want the second one, keyboard shortcuts for Project. So this is going to open that help file. And then as we scroll down, the shortcuts are divided into different groups. So if we jump into frequently used shortcuts, we can see a big long list of all of the different shortcuts to execute specific tasks in Project. And as I said, you'll notice that some of these are exactly the same. So saving a project file, Control-S. Creating a new project file, Control-N. That's the same as if you wanted to create a new Word document in Word. So have a little look through these, maybe jot down a few that are going to be most useful to you, and then after a while you'll find that you get these memorized. Now, another way to find out if a command on the ribbon has a keyboard shortcut assigned to it, because not all commands do, is to simply hover your mouse over the command. Now notice here I'm hovered over bold on that ribbon, and I can see the keyboard shortcut in brackets in that screen tip that comes up, Control-B. If I hover over underline, Control-U is the keyboard shortcut. If I hover over copy, Control-C is the keyboard shortcut. Now if I hover over, for example, inspect, it's not showing me the keyboard shortcut. So does that mean that it doesn't have one? Well, not necessarily, because something else we also have, which I know a lot of people love to work with, are what we call key tips. Now we can access our key tips by pressing the Alt key on our keyboard. Now, as soon as I do that, check out what has happened to my ribbon. This is a great way to be able to navigate and select commands entirely using your keyboard. So maybe I want to switch the view. I can go across to the view ribbon by pressing W. I then jump across to that ribbon and get a whole new set of keyboard shortcuts. So let's say I want to look at task usage. I'm going to press K. That's going to drop down the menu. I want the first one, so I need to select K again, and now it's switching me across to that particular view. Take a look at the bottom, I can see my task usage pane. And I did that using entirely keyboard shortcuts. So that Alt key is really useful. So if you recall, I mentioned that some of these commands, when you hover over them, don't have a keyboard shortcut showing, but if we press the Alt key, and make sure that we're on the Task tab, press H, notice that Inspect actually does. I could use NS, and that is effectively a shortcut for this Inspect command. And if you want to turn these key tips off, simply press the Alt key again to get rid of them.
What was your favorite part of this tutorial? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.